Well,
till
he came back and played a few games, but I don't know.
I must have missed
Shout out
it.
to
Yeah, he
Jabari
came back and
Parker,
played a few
Chi-Town.
games.
Yeah.
But since we talking about this game and the Wizard as a subject, it's been word going out there and talk and speculation going out there about, teammates not wanting to play with John Wall. Bradley Beal saying, his tweets out and everything, good win as a team. People saying that's like low-key shots towards John Wall. What y'all think about it? What knowledge y'all, what education y'all got about this whole situation?
I just think, you got John Wall, who's, out of everybody on that team, has the most endorsement deals. He's one of the faces of the NBA. He's always talked about on all the NBA TV shows and everything. John Wall names always come up as one of the elite players in the league. And everybody not like Steph Curry, where you could get those compliments, but still be you, but make sure you keep the team together and not overshadow or make someone feel unwelcome. Right. And a lot of players, when they talk about Steph Curry, they say he's the most humblest superstar they've ever been around. And you got some players like John Wall that, they get that and they treat everybody around them like, who are you? I'm John Wall. And a lot of the guys don't like that because, like Bradley Beal, feel like, fam, you always injured. And we doing this as a team. You, like, every time
they do compliment each other.
They do.
Right.
And when Wall went out, Bradley Beal struggled to finish some games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they lost a lot of games.
They did.
Now they got on track like these last about 5 or 6, maybe 8 games.
I said about 8 or 9 games.
They got on track. This is what you're supposed to do as a team when your leader fall.
But what if you in practice or you're around and you got the man of the team talking crazy to everybody, telling everybody what they ain't and you garbage and you ain't gonna be in the league and that's why you ain't gonna never get signed and all that.
That's what John Wall doing?
That's what it seemed like for them to be like saying that he's leaking out. And I saw something. I heard something in an interview with Bradley Beal one time. One of the reporters asked him about John Wall. And he was just like, well, like one man don't make your whole team. This is a team win and we doing this and we taking care of the game and everything. I was like, oh.
Yeah. I think John Wall kind of suffering from what Russell Westbrook went through a few years ago. Like, he's the man, but sometimes it's like it's tough. It's like he hasn't learned how to be that pick and roll maestro yet. How to involve all his teammates. Like, everything is still athletic ability with him. So, and Bradley Beal is a shooter, so it's like you can almost see and understand where Bradley Beal is coming from. Like, if you share the ball a little bit more, or you bring this, or if you took care of your body a lot more, you would be that much more dominant. Like, I think he's actually going through a maturation phase right now. Like, Westbrook went through it. And then Westbrook had to eventually, like, show, like, he's like, just as good as a KD. LeBron and everything.
He's ready to lead a team.
Exactly.
That's what he showed last year. That was the first year he showed me, like, I'm ready to lead a team. I'm ready to be, like, I'm ready to show y'all that I could do what y'all was asking Kevin
exactly.
Durant.
And then not on top of that, it's like you have basically a superstar attitude, but you don't give a superstar effort. Like, when every time he goes against another top point guard, like, Wall he blends in with the rest of his teammates.
Right.
And so
I feel what you said.
I think that it's like, I think that rubs your teammates the wrong way. Like, you're supposed to be the man. You're supposed to be the star of the team. When we lean on you, it's like you fall back with us. Like, you like Homer Simpson in the bushes. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
you fall back.
Like John Wall.
John Wall don't fall back. I just seen Bradley Beal fall back more than John Wall.
No, I'm saying like everybody say like Lonzo is not as, a lot of people around the circle say Lonzo Ball is not as good as people think. But when that first beat where John Wall was expected to just give Lonzo the flux,
Lonzo went down.
Lonzo
actually almost. I think he had a triple double that game.
You really couldn't tell who was the better player.
The better point guard,
who won that game at the end of the day?
Washington.
Exactly.
But who has the better supporting cast?
Washington.
Right.
So and Lonzo Ball looked like.
But John Wall too also showed up in that fourth quarter in order for them to win that ball game too. Sometimes it ain't
Yeah.
about your numbers and that you put up. Sometimes it's about your effort at the right time,
Right.
during the right moments that
I
show
like
I
Wall.
get-
that you are superstar quality. And I think that's what a lot of people. Yeah, he's a very fast PG,
Yeah.
very athletic, very explosive. But my thing is with John Wall is that he's that raw talent that hasn't had that coach that can like, come here, man. Let me mold you a little bit better. Let me mold you a little bit in a way that your career can be longer and you can be more effective.
So-
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So my question is, who would be that coach in your eyes to really just?
But
dive into that?
that's tough because y'all already know who my favorite coach is that can just get people to perform right.
Popovich.
Exactly. That's the
Yeah,
only
you
coach.
can't go wrong.
That's the only coach in the league right now.
Tony Parker on his way out. I mean, I think that would be a good place for him if he want to leave. He go to San Antonio.
And another thing
John
is,
Wall in San Antonio in the
here's-
system.
And here's another thing: is Tony Parker the Hall of Famer?
Of course.
I would say yes.
Why would you ask that question?
The best European guard to come to the league.
Black,
He
fuck
killed
all,
in every league.
fuck all
Yeah,
that.
how
Why,
many
why
championships
would
he
you
got?
ask that question?
Nah, I'm-
Have you not looked at performances
I've
Tony
seen-
Parker has put on
No,
throughout
I've
years?
seen-
Throughout years? Are
I've
you
seen him,
serious?
I've seen
championship.
Tony Parker, but I'm saying if you point guard box all the great point guards you actually come across.
Tony Parker's top 10 in my book.
Okay.
And when his career is over, when and done, yeah, I will put him in the top 10.
Top 10 point guards all time?
Yes. Let's roll. We can talk. We can discuss that.
Oh, okay.
So,
I'm gonna look at that list.
Yeah, that's a
We got-
that's a list worth thinking about.
That's a good question though.
But we not
he
gonna-
definitely Hall of Fame. But when you rank him,
yeah.
that'll be
Tony
something.
Parker
Because
be my top
even
10.
now, like I mean, for the longest time, it's kind of like the Mike Conley thing. Even though he didn't win like Tony Parker,
Right.
like when you always talked about the top.
Oh,
point
Mike
guards in
Conley
the
is
league,
very well respected by me.
Yeah, I'm
He's
saying
well
every respected by everybody. But every time you talk about the top point guards in the league for the last 10 years, like when you say who the top three, Tony Parker name never come up. He never come up as a top
And I don't
three.
know why. And if you check his numbers, he's always
Right, he
been there.
wins. He does well.
think he kinda
People
suffered-
say Tim Duncan. You know,
he kind
everybody
of
say
suffered
that.
from
and the
Paul
system.
Pierce syndrome as well.
Hey,
I call it,
listen,
so.
listen here. Tim Duncan benefited later in his career when we seen that Tim Duncan just couldn't get it over that hump at times, but he still gave you that solid power forward effort of 18 and 10 or 20
For sure.
and 10. You look at Tony Parker numbers. Tony got like 15 assists,
Yeah,
35 points,
yeah.
3 steals. You get what I'm saying? About
Yeah.
5 rebounds.
I remember when he was on the trading block for Jason Kidd, though.
Yeah.
And he cried to Tim Duncan to tell Pop not to trade him. they didn't.
and that was like the best thing that he could have ever did for himself. Tony Parker as a point guard is overlooked because where he is in San Antonio.
In the non-flashy.
Ugh.
Exactly.
Mario,
He's not
right.
flashy because when he get down inside that paint,
Yeah,
he's crafty.
He's really crafty.
He's a killer.
buckets.
That-
spin
And his
His-
mid range
that
is
quick is-
automatic.
that floater. That's
It's automatic.
Tony Parker.
So
yeah.
if we want to talk about Tony Parker, he didn't do all the little fancy dribbles like Curry did,
AI and all that.
but he did the simple dribbles just to get past
Yep.
you. And when he got up under, he was just so crafty with the ball. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
and
right.
that's the thing that when I watch Tony Parker play, I'm like, why is they not talking about this dude sometime in MVP talk? Why are they not talking about this dude sometime at top 10 point guard? You get what I'm saying? I've been watching Spurs for a long time.
Yeah,
like
a
no
lot of people
bullshit.
have.
But like, yeah,
Because I like the Admiral David
they
Robinson.
Yeah.
never
You get what I'm saying?
talk about him.
I like Vinny Johnson. That was another,
Johnson.
not Vinny Johnson.
Kevin Johnson
Not Kevin Johnson. The point guard,
for the Spurs.
Avery Johnson.
Avery Johnson.
The one that talk like this.
No, the coach, Colin
You
Sexton,
gotta pass the ball. You know.
whose player, by the way, is also under that lawyer investigation right now too.
Who?
Mm-hmm.
Colin Sexton, Avery Johnson player,
Yep.
said the agent gave him money. NCAA, stop tripping. Come on, man. We
Yeah,
on the
hey,
NBA conversation,
hey.
and we coming right back to it because of y'all.
NCAA, sweep
Because of
this
y'all,
under
we
the
coming
rug.
right back to the conversation again.
NCAA, let's take that money, just
that
spread it
L,
out to the
yeah,
necessary
spread that
These
money.
people.
people, man.
Get his hush money on out
Can't
the way.
even get a good NBA conversation because we keep thinking about the stuff y'all keep doing. Avery Johnson was a good point guard, but we can't talk about it because he coaching the player. They got
all the people from the
extra money.
NCAA doing is going to talk to David Stern and Adam Silver to put these rules so they can make some money.
Man, how many more billions y'all want to make before y'all pay these kids, man?
So since we're talking about NCAA, then we're gonna talk about the conference tournament.
Ooh,
Go ahead, you lead that off. Go ahead.
Big Ten tournament start this week. I plan on going to New York. That's my plan. I know some of the kids I got coach. They play, and it's gonna be. We'll see how it work out. SEC and Big 12 been cracking all year.
Yeah.
You know, you got Oklahoma. You know, even though they've been struggling, but like, you know, you get into the conference tournament, that's gonna be exciting. Those matchups is gonna be crazy in the Big 12.
Always amazing.
Kansas is gonna be amazing. Ooh, Texas.
Yes.
With Mamba and the white boy you like with the braids. We got the black girlfriend, I think. He number 50. He good. SEC just been lit all year with all Kentucky and Alabama. We talk about Coach Avery Johnson, his team.
Kentucky actually, you know, they starting to get it together.
Starting to get that rhythm.
What's
they get hot at the right time.
What's that real tall?
Knox.
Dark stuff.
Oh, I don't know him.
He's real dark. I
From
like
Kentucky?
For Kentucky. He
I know
remind me of
Diablo
Maker. He remind me
is
of Maker, but he like a little bit better.
Oh, with
more
the
athletic.
little dress, he had
With
a
the dread.
headband on. Yeah,
He love
He
Big
is.
Joe. He gonna be nice. He
He
need to
is.
stay, but he
I
gonna
think
be
he gonna be
nice.
gone, though.
He gonna be nice.
But
A
yeah, I like
lot of
that.
those guys go to Kentucky to be one and done.
You know, Big Ten this year, you know, outside of Michigan State, Michigan, Purdue, I mean, that's really it. I mean, that's going to compete in the final. It's going to have a Final Four opportunity. I think just them three.
Yeah, I see.
Pac-12 is, to me, I'm never a fan of the Pac-12. I mean, maybe a couple years ago, especially when Westbrook was they was deep. Last year, they didn't have a bad year in their conference. But this year, the Pac-12, I'm never really a huge fan of their conference. They got players, but I'm just the West Coast basketball is so soft. Like I used to hate when we used to go on the West Coast and we used to play their teams, because like if you breathe on them, but then they let you beat them up. They're like, oh well, you a Big Ten school, you used to it. But then we get physical with them. They always blowing the whistle for them.
Right.
And I remember we used to play. Like I remember we played Ike Diagu. Who played for the Pacers.
Yeah.
And we played them in a 2-year contract that Northwestern set up with Arizona State. And we played at Arizona State. They beat us. I told Ike, I said, wait till y'all come to our school next year and y'all playing with the Big Ten rules. I bet y'all won't beat us. They come into the gym number 14 in the country. We end up beating them.
Right.
And they was crying for the call, like, what happened? What happened? And I used to go up to them while I was on the free throw line. Boy, I told you what was going to happen out here. You know what I mean? So, that's so that the Big Ten,
that
Big
was
12.
a Big Ten story.
Yeah.
Big Ten story,
SEC.
man. Classic.
What's the other power conference that we haven't mentioned?
SEC, ACC, Big
ACC.
Ten.
We haven't
ACC.
mentioned that. Who in the ACC you like?
You already know. I just like North Carolina.
Carolina. I mean, they are
Duke.
like,
Duke. I don't
believe in.
I don't trust. I never trust Duke.
Matter of fact,
Bagley talking about sitting because he
Miami
don't
is
get
beat
hurt.
North Carolina right now, so
Yeah.
Say what?
Miami is beat.
Miami beat
It's
North Carolina.
It's 59 to 51. It's early in the
ACC had it down.
It's early in the second half, man.
But that's because a lot of the teams from the Big Ten and the ACC this year, all of them went to the NBA.
Yeah.
And a lot of players that took over are role players.
Yeah.
And that's why college basketball with those two conferences is so balanced.
Right.
So those are teams.
Yeah.
But, man, Loyola Chicago, you talk about
Sleeper.
mid-majors. I like Loyola Chicago. I think they are going to be the new
matter of
VCU.
fact, let's salute Loyola Chicago for their
Yeah.
first appearance since 1963.
1963. When they
And
won
it is
it.
today when they won the championship. Yeah,
Yeah.
you told me that.
Yeah.
When they won the NCAA championship, first let's talk about them. They already get an automatic bid.
Yeah.
They get an at-large bid already.
They booked.
They
Right.
booked.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't know who they gonna face. So we just
Wait for the
basically-
conference tournament.
We
to get
basically
over.
just swinging for the fence.
Selection Sunday is what we really wait on.
Yeah, this Sunday is Selection Sunday.
Yeah.
So
right.
we basically just swinging for the fence.
right.
Right.
How do you think them as a team, and you see the other teams that's stacked up? You already know I like my Cincinnati.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Cincinnati is
Cincinnati.
my sleeper team, low key.
Big East, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
they my sleeper team because of the defense.
Right.
And I mean they not flashy. They just play hard nosed basketball. You got teams like with the Cincinnati. You got teams like North Carolina. Duke, I still don't see how they still in the top 10, but you got to run up into teams like them.
Right.
Now you get into the big stage. You get what I'm saying? I really haven't paid attention to Loyola, but when they get in the tournament, wherever
You gonna
they go,
watch.
I'm going.